in this tutorial, I'll show you how to create a round color picker only using HTML5. So that's going to be HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. If you really want to be really more specific, CSS3, HTML5, and some JavaScript. Okay. So before we begin, quick reminder that I do have live streams. So be sure to go to ojambo.com, then you go to live menu, sub, and then the sub menu, which will be oh sorry, I think it's called I forgot, sorry about that. It's a watch menu, then the live sub menu. You can see all the topics for upcoming live streams, and then of course each of them will have the exact day and time. It's always going to be Eastern time, and it's usually around 2 p.m. Eastern time. And you're free to ask any questions regarding programming or lifestyle. And this is the channel you go to join, and you can request the live stream. I said I am testing some other ways where people will be able to submit requests during the live stream or even after, so I can answer those questions. Okay, and also be sure to subscribe, like, follow, and leave comments for more frequent content. So let's go back to this tutorial. So I'm liking, I hope you guys like this too. I've been doing the split screen. The reason I do that is so that the live stream can go much faster. So basically I'm not gonna like talk and then repeat the same thing, talking again, doing the coding, especially if it's a coding tutorial. So this way I'll be able to go much faster, and the live stream will be faster. It also means that in the future, when you guys have requests, I'll be able to answer them much faster as well during the live stream, and the live stream could be just more efficient that way. Also serve more people that way. Okay, so I have NetBeans here. As you can see, it's NetBeans 26. I did a review on NetBeans 26 very recently. And also, so what I'm going to do here is, obviously I'm just going to use this for source code. You see it's called color-picker.html. So this is where the code is going to go. And I'll explain all the code. So basically, as you can see over this screenshot, you see it's color. So you'll be able to pick any color you want, and then the color swatch is here. In a future tutorial, we'll probably tweak this a little bit more, so you'll be able to get maybe like the RGB, the hex code, and the what's the other one? HSL, I believe it's, or is it HVSV? Yeah, that one as well. We'll have all those here as well. And you also, to be able to copy them, maybe just click and it automatically copies. So we'll do that in a future tutorial. Okay, so what you do need for this, as I said before, is HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. You need a modern browser. Basically, any browser that's being updated as of 2025 is more than enough, so you'll be able to do this. So that means whether it's a mobile browser or desktop browser, you're pretty much good. You need some type of text editor. You can use like VS Code or one of its derivatives. Sublime Text. I think this are both. I'm not sure if well, I know they're based on open source code, but of course, you need other like Guinea. You saw me also use the GNOME text editor. I said I'm using NetBeans. NetBeans might be a little bit too heavy for this, but I'll tell you why I'm going to use NetBeans when we actually start typing. And just for you not to waste time, the code is actually here, so you can simply copy and paste and then run into your web browser. But I'm going to explain it. So here are the screenshots again, and this is the live video. So for example, if I play this now, as you can see, it's live. Literally what I've just done. So if you want to learn more about JavaScript, maybe you're a beginner or just want to get improvement. And when I say by JavaScript, I'm talking about vanilla JavaScript or plain JavaScript, because usually when you search on the internet, if you search for JavaScript, the first things that will come up are usually a framework. So that's not what I'm just talking about plain JavaScript. So I do have a learning JavaScript course, and I also have a book as well. So the book is available on Amazon, and the online course is available on jamboservices.com. So the link is here, and the Amazon link is here as well. And also, if you need one-on-one tutorials online for JavaScript, you can also contact me on ojambo.com, or you can contact me on ojamboservices.com. Okay, with that out of the way, let's get started. So what I'm going to do is, so I don't want to make errors, I will just copy and paste the actual code. So, and then I said I'll explain it. I think that goes much faster than me typing some and making some mistakes. I just don't want to waste too much time. Okay, so let's go back to, where is the code here? Oh, here we go. Here's the code. So it's, yeah, you obviously need some HTML tags, and you also need a doc type. So I'll paste it in here. I'll zoom out a little bit. I can't do it to me. Oh, minimize. I can. Oh, you know what? I don't actually need to. Oh, that's fine. So I will go to the top. I'm gonna zoom out a little bit. Come on, zoom out. Oops. It's Alt. There we go. Zoom out so you can see everything. There we go. That should be good enough. Actually, let me just make it. Okay, so there we go. So there's a doc type. It's HTML tags inside the HTML. There's a head section. I just put character UTF-8. I don't need to do this because I'm on Linux. Unix type system, the default is UTF-8. You'll probably only need this if you're using, I think Windows is the only one that's UTF-16, or if for some reason you change it on your system. And then the viewport, this is for mobile devices. The device width initial scale set to 1. And ooh, this is actually, wow. Did I copy the wrong code? I think I copied the wrong code. That's not a problem. That's a little bit embarrassing because at least I have the code here. So we can simply, ooh, man, that's kind of messed up. I think this should still be okay. Man, everything got messed up for some reason today. Okay, so that's the code there. I'll copy it. I hope it's a correct code. All right, so what I'll do is I'll just replace this. I know that's the greater than sign, replace all, and this is the less than sign. It will still work, but obviously when you're typing, especially if you're a beginner, just, okay, there we go, that's much better. Okay, where was I? Yeah, so you see it's round color picker, and I just gave it a font family of sans serif, as you can see here. If you don't know what sans serif means, is that serif fonts have that little, they have a little, there's a little curve after each letter. So sans serif doesn't have that. It's just a plain one. So I prefer that for stuff like coding. But if you're, for example, if you like the fancy fonts, yeah, then you can use the serif fonts, but that's it. And then I aligned it in the center, gave it a padding, and then for the canvas, that's actually where the magic happens. I gave it a border radius, as you can see here, 50%. That makes it round. And when I put the cursor over it, when I put the cursor over it, you see it stays as a cursor. So what will happen is it will have this, the cursor will turn into a crosshair. You'll see that when we actually show this in the web browser. And then when you select the color, this one here, the selected color will go into here. You can see it also has a border radius of 50%. So that's a trick to make it a circle. And you see it has a border of 2 pixels and the solid color there. It's a grayish, dark grayish color. And you see we made 100 pixels by 100 pixels, the width and height, and then it's display inline block. Okay, and then here it says HTML Round Color Picker. That's the one here, as you can see. And then you see our canvas. I called it color wheel and I made 300 by 300 because it's going to be a circle. And then the selected color, this one here, that's a smaller one, so that's going to be our color swath. Okay, and then we get to the JavaScript. So the first thing I do is I create a variable, 3 variables. The first variable is for the canvas, just get to that one. The second one is for the context, which is 2D. We're not using 3D, we're using 2D. And then the selected color, this is this element here. Then to draw our color wheel, you take the radius of the canvas, so basically just get the width. I could also get the height because they're exactly the same, divide by 2. If you don't know what radius means, radius is always half of the diameter. and then we create an image, so we get the image data from the canvas. That's what that is. So here we have a for loop. I start from the negative radius and until the radius. So basically means the negative number to the positive number. In case you don't know, that's basically what the radius will be if from one end to the other. And then after that, we do the inner part as well, and then we get the coordinates. So basically, what we're doing here, if you don't understand, is we're basically putting this hue here. So we get the angles. We use some built-in JavaScript functionality for that. We get the color hue. You see the math.py function here, and the angles, the square root, the distance, and the RGB colors. So there's a built-in function called HSF to RGB, the hue, the saturation, and the one. And then we get the points, and then we plot the data points here. And then we say where it says put image data, so we grab the image data, and this is our function as well, the HSV to RGB. So we just do more math here, the math max, math min, these are built-in functions in JavaScript. And then you can see here, 255, this should make sense to you. 255 is the maximum for RGB. And so 255 to 255, that would be white color. 000 will be black color. Hope that makes sense. So all the colors will be between 0 and 255, basically from black to white. That's all of these colors. So that so what we're getting them is, you see, we multiply by 255. So if it's 0, it will be black. If it's 1, it will be white. So basically, right in the center here, that will be the white color. When we go out, for example, any of these edges here, any of them, they'll all be black. Okay, then we have an event listener here. So the event listener is on the canvas, meaning that if we touch a canvas, for example, we touch it here, that will be an event listener. So that's a JavaScript thing. So you click it, you click anywhere, and then what will happen is we'll get the bounding area, the client bounding rectangle. We grab that area there, and then we calculate from the image data what that position is going to be. And you can see that then after that, we put in here, we fill this guy up with the RGB colors. So pixel 1, pixel 2, pixel 3. That's what we do here. And see, it says select style background color will be the color, so that we just fill it in. So that's how it is. And then obviously the first time this is run, we just draw the color wheel. It's that simple. So with that said, now let's actually go and take a look at what this actually looks like. So I can't use this browser for some reason because it's a privacy browser. This is LibreWolf. When I try to drag and drop something from the from my file browser, it won't work. It gives an error message. So I have to use a different browser. I'm using Chromium. So with that said, I just have to hit refresh here. And you can see now we get our color. It still looks exactly the same like this. So as I said before, if I click around the middle here, you see it's white. Now if I click, for example, this yellowish part here, oops, I made a mistake. Let's see what's going on here. Let's inspect. So it says here multiple readback operations using get faster with it did actually give me an error message. I'm wondering what's going on. Maybe I have to refresh a few times. It's not working. That's embarrassing. Okay, so let's go do some debugging. It's probably because something is probably weird here. I do not know what it is. Okay, color wheel, 2D get color wheel, selected color, selected color. Yeah, that's all correct. Give me a second. I don't know why that's not working. So It's maybe okay. Just okay. So the not the canvas. What are we looking for? It's the canvas color wheel, which is canvas. Okay. So if we go, yeah, canvas dot. Let me actually add a message here because something is not going on. So I'll just console dot log. I'll just say hello. Oh, something like that. So I'll show you the, where's the debugger? Oh, I closed it. Okay, that's fine. So I'll show you here. Just make sure the click is working. Come on. Looks like it's time to replace this mouse. Go to the console. The console here. Oh, I'll make the console smaller. Okay. So if I click this, I did click it. Yeah, so the click is not working. You see, this is the crosshair, but click is not working. So yeah, so the click function is not working. I'm not able to click there. This one I can click, this one I can't click. For some reason I cannot click it. It should be, yeah, something should be happening here. So for some reason that's not working. So let's go back and check what is going on here. Probably spelled it wrong. Color wheel. Add event listener, click. Huh. Okay. I'll just say console .log start. I just don't know why it's not working. That is weird. Does it need a... Yeah, oh, now it's working. You see it said he. That's so weird. So yeah, so it is working. There we go. It's working. Yeah, sometimes JavaScript is really weird. So it is working. Okay, so this part is this is the one that's not working. So I'm going to make it black. Selected color dot style dot background color equals, I'll call it black. Call it black to see if that actually does work. Okay. Oh, you know what? I just realized something. I think that is supposed to be for the next tutorial. Is that? Oh no, it's supposed to be for this tutorial. I think I might. Okay, you know what it is? I think this tutorial. I think this tutorial was only supposed to draw this, and the next one is supposed to actually do the functionality. So I think I did that on purpose, but I think it's weird. Yeah, it's not actually working. It's weird. So let me inspect this and see what's going on. Selected color. Yeah, this is not working. It's selected color. This is supposed to be, yeah, this is not changing because when I click anywhere, yeah, that's not changing at all. I think I might have made a spelling mistake. Let's see, selected color. Yeah, selected color. Selected color. Yeah, it's ID selected color. Yeah, that's correct. Let me actually hide it. Let's see if that works. Selected color dot style dot display equals none. I think it's a caching issue as well. That's always annoying. So so if I click anywhere, so actually I need to refresh. Okay, so that does work. All right, so we're on. So let's say this one does work. So we're able to target it, so that's good. Background color. Wondering why that's not working. Did I spell background color wrong? Give me a second, I'm going to check this. Background color seems to be correct. So I'm going to change this to light blue. Okay, so this should work. Okay, yeah, so I changed to light blue. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, and you can see here it says light blue. Okay, great. So let's see what's going on here. Okay, so that does work. Black for some reason did not work. I don't know why. Okay, so I'm gonna comment this to out. Yeah, that's the problem with JavaScript. It's always really weird. So we're gonna look at this guy, the selected color. Yeah, see, that's not working. Yeah, so that's not working. Actually, I wonder what the color is. Maybe the color is empty. I think maybe the color is empty. That's why it's not working. So let's try that. I care about is the console. Okay, so let's refresh. Okay, so I think this is the problem here. This pixel stuff is not, this is incorrect because it's supposed to, it's not outputting the color the way we expected it to be. So I think it's because, let me try the pixel here. So let's try pixel. Oh, you know what? I just realized, I think I know exactly what the problem is. The problem is I'm supposed to use, okay, yeah, that's the problem. I think I figured out the problem. I'm supposed to use this this symbol instead of the single quote, because single quote is literal. I think now that should fix it. Yeah, there we go. You see? Different colors. There we go. So you guys learned something today. You can see, yeah, so there we go. I fixed the problem. I'll fix that code as well. Okay, so there we go. I want to close this. This thing I want to close. So there we go. So I fixed it. So even though I didn't want to show you guys debugging, but there you go. I showed you debugging. So basically, when I click anywhere, you see here, for example, as I said, if you pick just here, it should be a more darker color. You can even get black. Once you go right to the edge there, you get a black color. So as you can see, I can pick anywhere, and you see yellow, any of these colors. I say in the middle here, it's white. If you go right to the edges, usually it's a darker, like somewhere here, you get a black. I can't click it there, but you can get a black color as well. So that's basically the tutorial for today. I said I'll fix this code. I'm gonna redo this code, and so you guys can easily copy and paste. So I think what happened was it replaced the those characters for variables with single quote. So that messed it up. So I'll fix it. So I'll replace it after this tutorial, and everything will be fine. So I'll basically take this code. This part is not needed, and this is not needed anymore. So for the debugging, yeah. So one more time. So this is not single quote because we're using the pixel. We're using the pixel variables. So this is how you use the pixel use the variables. So I like to use this symbols because they allow you to, for example, to mix and match double quotes or single quotes, or for example, put variables in here. It's just a cleaner way of looking at the code, and that's it. So so that's the code here. As I said, I went through this before, and I said we will improve it in the future, where we actually put the color, the RGBs and the hex and something else, the HSV or HSL. We put those colors here as well. And maybe when you click it, you'll be able to copy the code by yourself. Okay, as you see, it does work. That was a simple little thing. And that's another reason I like using the IDE, because I can easily pick up things pretty quickly. I see anywhere I want. And I think maybe another one is when we do a drag, maybe it will change as well. And maybe in the future we'll have one maybe where you can do gradients as well. So you can go 1 to 2 and etc. We can do something simple like that. So that's basically the tutorial today. So let's finish this up so I don't waste you guys' time. We can let you guys go quickly. So I do have a JavaScript course and a JavaScript book. Both of them are called Learning JavaScript. So the Learning JavaScript is available on Amazon as an ebook. For example, you can go take a quick look at it here. As you can see, there's also a paperback version. I forgot about that one. So you can get the paperback or you can get the ebook version. And then there's also the course, which is available on ojamboshop.com. So as you can see here with the JavaScript course, this is basically what it will look like. It will explain a few things and give you an IDE if it's appropriate. And then you see the sample code in here, so you can try the sample code. You don't have to type the exact sample code, but I'm saying you can, anywhere the IDE pops up, you can then type in anything, not the particular sample code. Obviously, you can make up your own. For example, this screenshot, it's about Boolean variables. So I create those Boolean variables. If you want to try your own Boolean variables, obviously you can put it in the IDE and you press compile. Okay, if that's not enough and you need one-on-one JavaScript help, I offer personalized one-on-one mentoring sessions via Zoom or Google Meet or any meeting software that's also available on Linux or at least the web. I no longer support obviously like something like Skype because that was end of life. It's no longer there. So when you're stuck on a project or getting started, I can help you level up quickly. So I am an expert with JavaScript. I've actually created like games with JavaScript and C. Yes, C programming language for Android. So I'm able to help you that. And you guys have seen me create a whole bunch of stuff in JavaScript as well. I created the chicken webcam. As you see, what we've done here today, I've created the fitness calculator, and there's way more coming as well. All right, and then you can contact me on ojambo.com, or you can go to ojamboservices.com, and there's a contact form there as well. And the good thing is, if you go to ojamboservices.com, is that if I'm not available, my partner or somebody else will be able to help assist you as well. They're all very versed in JavaScript. Okay, and also, as I said, I do a live stream. I try to do one every single day, but this month I'm going to be probably 3 days I will not be able to do one, but I'll make sure there's a video for you guys. And also be sure to subscribe, like, follow, and leave comments for more frequent content, because that shows me that you guys enjoy this content and I can keep on producing it. And for example, you guys did learn more than simply just the HTML Round Color Picker today, right? You guys learned how to debug and find out how that's basically what I do when I'm working. Coding is pretty easy. It's always testing and debugging. That's one of those skills that unfortunately they don't teach anymore. So you have to just get into it and start doing it yourself. Okay, with that out of the way, so I don't see any chat requests. I guess you guys are a little bit shy today, so that's fine. But as I said, you're free to chat about programming or lifestyle topics. But since you guys didn't do that today, that's perfectly fine. I'll let you guys go, and I'll see you in the next one. Be sure to subscribe, thumbs up, comment, and like. Thank you very much. See you in the next one. Bye.